Hi, I'm Nellie Steele. Come warm up by the fire with me as I read a scene from Murder of Pearl. Kelly pressed the large silver button. A buzzing sounded. She glanced up at the large gate, expecting it to open. She threw her hands in the air as nothing happened and pressed the button again. A camera on one of the red brick pillars rotated down slightly before a tinny voice sounded from the speaker next to the button. Yes? The clipped male's voice answered. Hi, Kelly said, leaning out the window and pressing the button as she spoke. A garbled response came back. She let off the button before pressing it again. What? She questioned. Ma'am, the voice said. Yes? Kelly inquired, pressing the button again as she spoke. Ma'am, please stop pressing the button when you're speaking. I can't hear you. Oh, sorry, Kelly said, feeling color rising into her cheeks. She shot Jodi a glance as she fidgeted in her seat. Can I help you? The voice responded. Yes, I need the gate opened. No one responded for several moments. Kelly stared at the small silver box. She screwed up her face and shrugged. Name? The voice finally responded. Oh, Kelly Silverman. And Jodi, Jodi shouted. Yes, and Jodi Silverman. We're together. The Silverman sisters. With no further verbal response, a buzzing suddenly sounded and the gates began to slowly crawl open. Oh, Kelly quickly shifted from park to drive. Thank you, she shouted as she pulled through the gates. The long, winding drive lined with large pine trees hid the house from view at times. The paved driveway's incline turned steep. Kelly pressed her accelerator closer to the floor, urging her little car up the steep hill. The trees cleared at the top, revealing a large circular drive leading to the front door on the opposite side of a massive stone fountain. Water spit from various gargoyles' mouths perched on a raised platform. Below them, 3 women stood with their backs to each other. With robes wrapped around them, they clutched at their midriffs with one hand and covered their eyes with the other, their heads hanging in sadness. Kelly winced as they circled it. "Oh, that's creepy," she muttered. "It's not that bad. It's very artistic," Jodi said. Kelly shot her a glance. "You're reaching. That's horrible. They look sad. Who would want that in front of their house? Just because it's big and ostentatious doesn't mean it's art." Kelly eased the car to a stop and threw the shifter into park. After pulling on the emergency brake, she ducked to glance up at the large structure looming over them. With her foot, she kicked open her car door and stepped out. She spun to study the house, shielding her eyes from the sunshine peeking through the gray clouds. Her nose wrinkled and a sour expression formed on her lips. The stone, darkened in several places by dirt and age, rose high in the sky, topped by a peaked roof. The building sprawled in both directions from the Century Place door. Gargoyles perched on the roof's edge. Jodi climbed from the car and popped open the trunk, unloading her luggage. "Wait!" Kelly called, waving her hand in the air. She hurried to Jodi's side and stuffed her suitcase back in the trunk. "What are you doing?" Jodi demanded. "We're not staying here." "What?" "It's creepy. I've got a terrible, terrible feeling. Let's just go. We'll say we got sick or something, family emergency, anything. Let's just get out of here." Jodi pulled her suitcase out of the trunk a second time and placed it on the ground. "You're being ridiculous." She took another bag from the trunk and shouldered it. Kelly tossed the suitcase back inside the trunk again. "I'm not! Look at this place! There are creatures looming on the roof, and the strange fountain, and the creepy mansion. The whole thing is weirding me out. I have a bad feeling." Thanks for joining me by the fire. If you'd like to spend more time in this world, the full audiobook is available now. Written by me, narrated by a human, and produced by A Novel Idea Publishing.